look at the duties and obligations of a citizen in a state. So what are the duties and the obligations of a citizen in a state? We have looked at the rights of a citizen in a state. Every citizen also owes the state certain obligations which a citizen of a state owes the state. So we are saying that the obligation of a citizen in a state are as follows. 1, payment of taxes. Every citizen is expected to pay his tax. Citizens have a duty to pay their tax to enable government to generate revenue for the provision of social infrastructure like hospitals, schools, potable water, good roads, electricity, and the likes. Number 2, obedience to law and order. Citizen has an obligation to obey the laws of the land. Number 3, voting in elections. Every qualified adult citizen is obligated to vote during election. Since you have a right to vote and be voted for, you also have an obligation to vote during elections. So all qualified adults have an obligation to vote during elections, and failure to do so may lead to the election of a wrong candidate into office. Number 4 is loyalty. Here we are saying that a good citizen must show loyalty to his country. Number 5 is the national symbol. National symbol. This is closely related to loyalty. Every citizen has a duty and obligation to respect the national symbol, that is the coat of arms, the flag, and the national anthem. So these are the obligations of a citizen in a state. So long as the state protects the rights of a citizen, the citizen also owes certain obligations to the state, and some of these have been listed here. That brings us to the means of safeguarding citizens' rights. So what are the means of safeguarding the rights of a citizen? It's not enough for a citizen to have this right protected and written in the constitution, but there are certain means by which the rights of a citizen can be safeguarded, can be protected. Number 1 is the rule of law. The rule of law is the supremacy of the law over every citizen. Where the rule of law operates effectively, every citizen is regarded as equal before the law. So every citizen is regarded as equal before the law, irrespective of political power or economic status, educational qualification, tribe, religion, or sex. Everybody is regarded equal before the law. So the existence of the rule of law is to protect the rights of the citizens of a state. Number 2 is independent judiciary. Where the judiciary is independent, it's a means of safeguarding the rights, fundamental rights of citizens. So judiciary shall be fair and impartial in protecting the rights of every citizen against invasion by private individuals or government. Every citizen should have equal access to justice. So talking about the independence of judiciary, talk about equal access to justice irrespective of race, color, tribe, or sex, or economic status. Everybody should have equal rights to justice. Judiciary should be fair and impartial in protecting the rights of every citizen against invasion. Number 3 is democracy. Democracy is the modern system of government that protects the rights of every citizen in the state and protects the fundamental human rights in the constitution of the state. Number 4 is freedom of the press, the express freedom. For the rights of citizens to be safeguarded, there must be press freedom. The press should be free to enlighten the public through articles, newspaper publications, radio programs, and television presentations and the likes, without any interruption or control from governments. Freedom of the press should be free to publish articles without interruption or control from governments. Number 5 is education. And here we are saying that education about human rights must become part of the school curriculum, just as it is part of the school curriculum for the subject government. And government should take active steps to improve the educational standards and bring illiteracy to the lowest level. So, as a means of safeguarding the rights of citizens, the education about human rights should become part of the school curriculum, and government should take active steps to improve the educational standards. Where there's improved educational standards, people become more aware of their rights as citizens. So under education, we are saying that fundamental rights, human rights should become part of the school curriculum, and government should take active steps to improve the educational standards and bring illiteracy to the lowest level. Number 6 is opposition. Number 6 is opposition. Number 6 way of safeguarding the rights of citizens is opposition. There should be in existence a vibrant opposition in the political system, also known as the opposition party. The party that loses the election and other minority parties should come together and form a vibrant opposition party. Number 7 is pressure group. These are a group of people that do not put up candidates for election but seek to influence government policy or legislation. They seek to influence government policy positively. Number 8 is checks and balances, the doctrine of checks and balances. Upholding the doctrine of separation of powers with the appropriate checks and balances. This will ensure that the rights of citizens are safeguarded. Number 9 is public opinion. Public opinion. We are saying public opinion is the desires, wants, and thinking of the majority of the citizens. This must be effectively used to protect any violation of rights of the citizens. So public opinion, the public should be free to air their opinion. Number 10 is free legal aid. There must be free legal aid to ensure that the rights of citizens are protected. Government should ensure that it provides free legal services for those who cannot afford the services of a lawyer, especially when faced with criminal charges. So free legal services for those who cannot afford the services of a lawyer especially when faced with criminal charges. Like in Nigeria, we have the Legal Aid Council. We have the Legal Aid Council, and their duty is to provide free legal services for indigent Nigerians. We have the Legal Aid Council. We have the Office of the Public Defender. Lagos State has the Office of the Public Defender. You also have the Human Rights Commission. These government agencies and commissions were set up by the government to provide free legal services for those who cannot afford a lawyer. And the Legal Aid Council has its office in all the 36 states of the Federation, and their duty is to provide free legal services for those who cannot afford the services of a lawyer, especially when faced with criminal charges. So these provisions that have been made by government are all in the bid to ensure that the rights of every citizen in the country are safeguarded.